Jesus, Steve, you were fast. Yeah, my green screen's still acting up. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get around that. Tried the white green screen, white logo. I flickered this. Now all of a sudden I can't get my couch out of the way. It's really weird. I appreciate you. I should have an alarm for that, but every so often I get to a point where it's like, oh crap, it's 8:01 or it's 8:02 and I haven't started yet.
I figured I didn't know who was hosting. I know Brian said he's going to be a few minutes late. So,
Oops. What's up, guys?
Well, okay then.
I don't have that little background thing that
brother.
y'all have, so
Well, that's
I mean,
you're not
do that.
supposed to.
I don't have
That's what distinguishes the guest from the hosts.
right? Oh, how are you guys tonight?
Doing pretty
Coco
good.
Bone-
Once we get the BHB mock-ups for our shirts, I'm going to come to you to get my BHB jersey done.
Sweet. That'll be just in time for the league deals.
You got that right. I gotta get it. I gotta have it done by fall.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is though is that I think there's a league deal where it's buy three get two or buy two get one or something like that.
Huh.
I'd have to look it up again. I haven't looked in a little bit. I had a lot on my plate lately.
Well, that's understandable.
What's up,
But we
Maya?
won't.
How are you tonight?
Maya, thank you. Appreciate the heart me.
Hey, Maya.
Oh, so what's been going on the bowling side for you? How you been rolling the ball?
I did really good 2 weeks ago on Tuesday. I'm going to sub again tomorrow, so I'm going to try and go live for tomorrow night.
Ah, there we go.
So I mean, 2 weeks ago when I shot 753. So it was that was an angry night. I was mad at the pins.
Yeah, well, when I post bowled, I shot 277 game one, and then immediately followed it up with two 157s.
Oh, ouch!
Working on changing a bunch of swing mechanics.
Oh, I
Game
got you.
one, everything was great. The new swing mechanics were there. Rolled it beautifully. Then got frustrated, which led me to speeding everything up, getting tired, and then all the old bad mechanics came roaring back.
So you're working on a handicap. That's what you're working on.
You're trying to
Well,
sandbag her.
and, well, no. Because I even said, if I'm going to be doing these kind of swing changes and trying to, essentially taking a step back to take two steps forward, at least I'm doing it in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hey, I get bored
Gotta
too, and I
keep-
play golf. Bowling.
My
Lowest
fault.
score.
Right? Hey, that's good for spare practice, though.
I don't have my headphones, so I don't mean to cut you off. I can't really fully hear all the way.
For me?
Yeah, that's all good.
Oh, for me.
Oh, I got you.
He's over there raw dogging it.
The mowers all day long. The
Oh,
noises.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, I got you, dude. I cut some keys today, man, and my tendonitis kicked up, and I'm just like, my right ear is just pure. Yeah. I don't wish that on
All right,
anyone.
so let's go ahead and get her kicked off here. We'll wait for Brian will pop in when he pops in. Welcome to Bowlers Helping Bowlers. English is hard, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember that. This week we've got Patrick Roper. You may have seen him on our other show, Swag House. He was the inaugural guest. We appreciate that. But we're here on the main show, the flagship show, the show that started it all. We usually ask a couple of just generic questions, so we're going to go ahead and ask those. How long have you been bowling? What got you into the game to begin with?
My dad got me into the game to begin with. He got into his company he was working for, got into summer league. So all of the employees were going. Well, they were short one person on a team, so they let me bowl. And my dad got me into it, and I first couple of weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, I barely was averaging 102, 103, somewhere around there. A straight bowler, didn't do nothing. But watching my dad and this guy bowl, I was watching how they hooked the ball. And so my dad started teaching me a little bit, but at the time, me and my dad were like going at it. So Jerry, the other guy, though, he really stepped up and taught me how to throw the ball. And I think it was like an 8 or 9 week league. I ended up finishing with like a 168 average at the end of that. So that was in Fresno, California, Sunnyside Lanes. It's now a parking lot.
Oh, unfortunately, a lot of bowling alleys wind up making their way to parking lots, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's sad because that was a fun house to bowl in, man. That really taught me the frustration of the 10 pin, because back then the lanes were oiled by hand. So, it was in the late 90s. They were just coming out with the machines and everything like that. So when you shot a 200, they announced every single one.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was hard. I don't care who you were. But it was really fun bowling in that, man. It really got me into it. I did take a break from it, doing college and stuff like that. And then when I moved back to Colorado, I ended up getting back into it.
And how long has that been?
Colorado was 25 years ago. So I did take a 5-year break after my first relationship ended. I needed to really focus on some other things with my kids. So,
of course.
But I didn't start bowling like seriously until 3 years ago. And that's when I was really pushing it. And that's when I bowled my first 300 and my first 800. And then I got approached by Swag, and because I'd use their ball to do it. And it took me, 3 months before I decided to join them. And it was because I wanted to make sure that I really was going to be passionate about this game still and really support it the way I could do it. And ever since then, man, it's been a holy moly roller coaster of a ride, dude. I've gone to PBA events. I've faced off against really good bowlers, including PBA bowlers. It's just been a ride, dude. And I just don't want it to end. I'm like, I got PBA 50 coming up, and I'm just like, let's go.
We've talked about that on our own conversations. That's my ultimate end goal. I got to keep my card eligible until I get to the 50. The 50 is the end goal. That's what I want to spend my golden years doing.
Right. And the only reason why I haven't got my PBA card is because I want to still do the TAT tournament like in Vegas. I still want to do these amateur events until I hit a regional, and because if I cash in a regional, dude, I'm done.
Yeah, your amateur status is done.
I can't bowl in nothing that's still amateur anymore. And I'm like, I want to keep that amateur card as long as I can, so that way when I do come on the scene, everybody's going to know who I am.
Well, I did the exact opposite. I said, hey, I'm a 200 average. I'm going to go get my card, and I'm going to go learn. And the goal for that first season was not to finish last. I finished second to last in my lowest tournament, so mission and goal accomplished.
Well, I got to admit, my first PBA event, I was a little stupid. I had surgery on my mouth like 2 days before. And I'm like, I can still bowl in it. I'll be fine. The stitches will hold. Yeah, I did really good the first game, did okay the second game, and then my stitches ruptured, and I went from a 220-something to a 190 to a 104.
Ooh.
So
I was going to say,
I didn't finish dead last. I was like 15th from the bottom, and that was only because I bowled good the first couple games. But at the end of the day, dude, I went back a year later, and not only did I increase where I was at in the standings, but I was plus 289 pins from the year before, and I finished only 40 pins out of qualifying.
That's pretty good.
The year before, I finished 226, so it was embarrassing. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, well, and that was the thing is I don't ever wish ill on anybody during a bowling tournament, but I am thankful that one person had to withdraw from that tournament I finished second to last on. Because if they had finished, I may have been last.
That's awesome.
Well, I was bowling on Cheetah. I hate cheetah in the first place. It's one of the harder short patterns. I do not like it. And it was my first experience with twister pins, which I swear to God, Satan himself invented twister pins.
Right, he did. I've bowled on them.
Because I've never seen so many pins fly in my life that never touched each other.
Yep.
I had so many missed messengers that day. I'm like, there is no way. And they're like, yeah, welcome to Twisters.
Yeah.
He's like, you can get them to fly, but they will never touch each other.
So the first year before our first swag tournament eliminator was 3 years ago. The last one being the most recent one. But that first year, man, they brought us in and everything, and they're like, hey, we want you guys to try out the new twister pins. You know, we got all these PBA guys there. We have all these good bowlers. We're all in there, man. About an hour in, we're like, hell no. Nope, get that shit off the lane. Excuse my mouth, sorry. We were really frustrated with that. I mean, we were all just like, yeah, we don't want to bowl with these. You know, none of us were familiar with it, and we couldn't get the right pin action, and it was just frustrating.
Right. But yeah,
So
I think I averaged 156 for that tournament.
Ouch. Yeah, been there.
But yeah, lady had to go home because she had a do what?
Those are the ones that we learned the most from.
Yeah, that taught me never to bowl in Aberdeen, North Carolina again, and never to bowl on twisters.
Agreed.
I mean, I'll go to Aberdeen, North Carolina again because the golf there is phenomenal. If you're a golfer, that's one of the best golf destinations in the country.
Well,
For
that's
like-
why I look so tan, dude. I went golfing
For
yesterday.
like
bro.
overall, like the amount of courses, the amount of high quality courses in that area, it's phenomenal.
Do you use a bluegrass green or what do they use? Oh yeah, sticky.
Yep, you can pin chase. That is the best part about it.
Nice.
And the Airbnb that I had rented, the guy that was hosting me lived in the next like little condo right across the hall from me. He goes, "Hey man, I know you're here to bowl, but if you don't make the cut and you're not going to bowl on Sunday, you know, let me know and I'll get you on at the course I'm a member of." I was like, "All right, cool." I got home that day. I'm like, I'm obviously not bowling tomorrow, and I don't want to go watch people bowl tomorrow. So let me go play a golf course. And it was a Jack Nicholson designed course. It was freaking phenomenal. Made up for the entire weekend.
That'd be fun to play on, man. I've played on some really good courses, so that would definitely that's the only thing I have. I mean, I played a lot of West Coast courses and stuff like that, and I've enjoyed the wonderful joys of golf in California. As much as I will never move back there again, but I enjoyed the golf courses there. But, you know, I've gotten to play up at the Olympic golf course up in Washington and Seattle. I've gotten to it's actually north of Seattle, but you know what I mean. It's I've gotten to play in like 2 or 3 courses there. I got to play a course in Virginia that was just gorgeous. That is one East Coast. My bad. I did that.
Yeah.
I did that when I went and saw my grandfather in Arlington. So that was a blast of a week. That was to see the Tomb of the Unknown, to walk the grounds.
Right.
Sorry, chills and everything, man. My bad. But
Oh no, I've got a story about something similar to that too. Because me, my dad, and a couple of our buddies in 2006 were young and stupid, and everybody had Memorial Day off. So we're like, hey, let's go do something. Well, we all hopped into the car and drove from St. Louis to D.C. to watch the Cardinals play the Nationals at RFK before they got the new ballpark. To turn around and come back right after the game was over so we could all be at work on Tuesday. Trying to get to RFK was an adventure. We wound up driving through the mall on accident. So we were sitting there literally trying to figure out where RFK was, and it's like, oh, well, there's the Washington Monument. Oh, there's the Korean War Monument. How the hell did we get to the mall?
oh my gosh,
Drove past the White House
I got
on
to look
complete
at
accident.
that.
My dad called his
I went
girlfriend at
to
the time
you
who
couldn't
used to live in D.C., And we got through the mall area, got through the White House. We called her and let her know where we were at. And she's like, get out of that area. Get out of that area right now.
No, when I went, man, we went to go see the White House and stuff like that, and there was 3 sets of fences set up, so you couldn't even get within 200 yards of the actual exterior gate.
Right.
So I was like, well, this is really cool, but all right. I'm like, it was pretty cool to look at, but to me, going to the other monuments like the Vietnam Memorial, the Korean War, to go see the veterans there and to listen to their stories as you're at the monument. I tell everybody that if ever goes there, do that. Just go and listen, because there's vets there that will tell you the stories, and you will just. It still gives me chills to this day, man. That was probably one of the best trips I've ever had in my life.
Speaking of which, that's an awesome segue. You should think about hosting a podcast.
Right?
How about you give us a delve into what you do for veterans in bowling?
So I'd say about 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, yeah. Patrick Popejoy, which everybody knows him as the Bearded Wonder. I watched him on a TikTok. We both had a similar laugh, so he sort of joined one of our little TikToks together, and we were, just having fun with it. My name was Patrick, his name was Patrick. But I was watching him throw his equipment, and all of his bowling equipment, the majority was 2 and 3 drill per ball. So he couldn't get the same consistent reaction with the ball.
Right.
And that was when, Kelly was disabled. He had his daughter that was disabled and stuff, and he was the breadwinner of the family. That's all the money he couldn't afford anything. Mm-hmm. And at the time, Swag, now I can talk about this now since it no longer exists, but Swag at the time, if you sold a certain amount of dollars, you got a certain amount of bowling balls free. So if I sold $1,200 worth of stuff, I got 2 bowling balls free. Well, at the time, I think I had 15 balls that were free. So I took 3 of them and shipped them to Patrick, let him pick out whatever he wanted. And me and my boss, he shipped him that, got him a chamois and stuff, and just helped him out with some things just to get him started and everything. And man, he took it and ran with it, dude. He decided he wanted to be part of staff on Swag because of what I had done. And, even though at the time he wasn't, like a spectacular bowler or nothing, he just had an energy about him that I really enjoyed. And then he got on with Viz and stuff with me, and it was really fun to see how much he grew with it and how much he took it and ran with it. And when he did, I was like, well, why don't I help other people out with this? So I sat there and I started it, and I started putting posts out there, and I decided to make my own logo. My buddy Robert Geek helped me make the logo. Great dude. You guys probably know him as Coach Geek on TikTok. Mm-hmm. He's also on Stream Bowling. Me and him and Dwight all do that. Go Time. And quite a few people actually do. We have quite a good admin team. But anyways, back to the vet program.
I was going to say, I'm in it, but I won't be real active in this Steam stuff until Fall League.
Yeah, right. And same here, dude. I'm sitting there, they're like, we're doing this, and I'm like, I'm not even bowling, man. But anyways, we did all this stuff, and I started selling the chamois so that way I could not only just give them bowling equipment, but I could pay the pro shop so that they could drill the ball, put inserts in, and they were set up. Well, during this time, Hallmark Shoes approached me and said, hey, we see what you're doing in your veteran program. We want to help you. Oh, and by the way, we'd also like you on staff if you'd like to be on staff with us. And I'm like, sure, I already got a pair of your shoes. Hell yeah, I'd be willing to do that. And then they sat there and were like, well, but the real reason why we wanted to talk to you was about your program. It's like, we love what you do. We like what you're doing. And Steve Hernandez is a great dude. It's the CEO of the company. He said, if there's a vet that you think needs a pair of shoes, you let me know. We will send him a pair of shoes at no charge.
That's awesome.
And it just keeps growing in its own way. And it's not huge, man. I don't want it to be some big organization, man. I want to keep it to where it's personal, to where I have that one-on-one with the person we're giving the ball to. And a guy by the name of Ernesto Janier, he's a Swag staff member, but he had so many bowling balls that were just sitting in his garage. He just shipped me 12 of them and said, dude, give them to vets. And I had some other ones that I had bought them when we had them on cheap on sale. So I think I have like 15 balls that are just undrilled, ready to go. I've also got some balls that were pre-drilled that were done by my PSO. He sat there and resurfaced them, got them ready to go. So that way we can, if somebody needs a certain weight or something like that, they're just getting back in, we still have a ball for them no matter what. 12, 13 pound. I think I have a 10 pound too. So we want to try and cater. I want to try to personally cater. I keep saying we. I want to try to cater that vet and make sure that they get back and they don't, it's to help with the PTSD. It's to help with being around people. That's what it's for. And so I really want it to be good and be big, but I want it to also stay to where we, like I said, keep it personal.
Yeah.
That way we truly keep and understand the meaning behind the program. It's not for me. It's not to make money. I make zero. Matter of fact, I'm like $2,000 into this. And it's fun. That's the whole point to it. It's not for me. It's for the vets. That's my goal.
Well, and that's the thing is, especially fresh returning vets they're basically starting from square one again once they come home and they're out. So a lot of them have way too much free time and way too much prior stuff to think about that is probably not the best things for them to be thinking about. And turning them onto bowling is great because it gives them something to focus on, because especially those vets that just come home, they get hyper focused on like that next thing that they do. And a lot of it is cost prohibitive, when they come back, and that program is helping alleviate some of that pressure, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Right. And I mean, if anybody has any recommendations, anything like that, please message me directly on here or on my Facebook, Patrick W. Roper, and, anything like that. Just message me and I will be glad to help. It's with them being donated and stuff. Yes, I'm still a little tight on what I do, but at the same time, I'm not like, I don't believe you. That's not what it's for. I'm not here to judge the person or nothing like that.
Right.
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It's what it's for.
And let me ask you another question as far as that goes, because that also goes into the content creation side of things. What made you decide to go content creator on the bowling niche, the bowling platform?
Well, when I signed with Swag, I had met up with Dwight and a guy named Jeter. You guys know both of them, Go Time and Jeter. And they really, what's up, Trey? Sorry, man, I gotta give a shout out to Trey, dude. But
he's dropping honor scores with that equipment, baby.
He is, bro. I've been watching him bowl for 3 years, man. He's a good bowler. But where was I at? Watching it sort of start to grow in that. And then when I went and talked to my boss at Swag, I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do TikTok. He's like, TikTok's stupid. Okay. To me, that's a challenge. So I sat there and I took it personally, and it just grew. And it keeps growing. And, I mean, I haven't promoted any videos, like spent any money on them. I'm up to 2,000 viewers, which, by the way, thank you, everybody. I just hit 2,000. I think I'm a little bit over that now, but, yeah.
I was going to say, big shout out to Cobra over there, who just eclipsed the 2K and is growing at a rapid pace, too.
Okay, baby.
I think I'm close to
But
23.
it feels... What was that?
I think I'm close to 23.
Heck yeah, dude.
I was going to say, and it wasn't very long ago, he's like, yeah, I just got over 2,000, and he's already pushing 2,500, which is freaking phenomenal.
That is really awesome, man.
And then our third member of this triangle just eclipsed 2,000 himself also.
I was going to say, where is he at?
He's refilling his pickle jar.
Oh my God.
You know what? I'm going to put it out in the universe. He's busy going out and signing his Grillo deal.
Oh, okay.
He's got to sign his Grillo deal.
Pickle run, yeah.
But, no, it was fun, dude, growing with everybody. It's really been the one thing I really enjoy about bowling. And it's something that a lot of people have seen when I've gone to Texas and stuff like that. When I walk into a bowling alley like in Texas or in Albuquerque, there's a couple I can walk into and everybody knows who I am. And it's really a brotherhood, man. I mean, without the people to help me, I would have never made it to Texas if it wasn't for my family. my bowling family. You know, Patrick Popejoy helped me out before. He got me in my hotel room. Other people got me there with gas money. And it's just a complete brotherhood.
Your ID on you, right?
To see Patrick win, that was cool.
Is that mom's? Okay. We might go get that tonight then.
Sorry, the boy is bracing for his permit test tomorrow. I'm excited. You ever see
Hi.
you ever see Armageddon, where
Yeah.
Owen Wilson's getting strapped into the rocket, and he's like, "I got that excited, scared feeling."
Yeah, my daughter's coming up on it, but she already drives, so it's like whatever.
Ow!
Well, my son's been driving side by side zero-turn lawnmowers since he was like 7 or 8 years old.
Gotcha. No, my daughter does horses, so she drives truck and trailer, blah blah blah, back and forth,
Right.
back and forth. So
Yeah. Speaking of which, Cobra, if I ever moved to Ohio, I got another plenty of experienced grass cutter for you if you need somebody to join your team.
Hell for the motherfucking no! Are we ever moving to Ohio? What the fuck are you smoking?
oh my god!
I don't blame you.
Oh my god!
I think he smoked crack, cause we ain't doing that shit.
Say that on TTLIVE.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'll be moving there too here soon, Cobra. I'll be right behind you, bro.
I actually don't mind it. It's not really bad here. You know,
Where do you live at? I know you live in Ohio.
We got a lot of bowling alleys around here. We have a lot of bowling alleys. We have a lot to do. I mean, within 40 minutes, we probably have 50 bowling alleys.
Holy moly, dude! You know how many bowling alleys I got? One.
I gotta travel 30 minutes minimum to get to one.
What's that?
I gotta drive 30 minutes minimum just to get to one.
See, I wouldn't mind that. The next closest bowling alley is Albuquerque, 2.5 hours away.
I got
So I'm really stuck in my bowling alley. I mean, there's Ignacio, but that's Tuesdays. But when it's wintertime, it snows. I can't get there.
I've got 2 bowling alleys within 5 minutes of me.
Holy moly!
That must be nice.
I would never be home.
We bowl 5 nights a week.
Well, I bowl 4 out of 5. You know, I bowl on one league and then I sub on 4. But at the same time, I'm like, if I had a bowling alley that was right next to my house, yeah, I don't even need to eat. I'll just go there, drink Red Bulls, and go home.
If I work during the day, then I work part-time at night. So, I mean, I'm busy.
Oh, yeah, I feel you, dude.
I was gonna say it's getting to be peak time for you, isn't it? You basically wake up, cut lawns until you go bowl, and then you turn around and go to sleep.
Pretty much.
And that's got to be tough, man. Being in the sun all day, man.
Oh, I think I've got sun poisoning because, man, this week I've been drained.
When
I was gonna say you look a little wiped out, bro.
Yeah, when I went out and played yesterday, man, I played golf yesterday and I played for about 5 hours. By the 18th hole, I'm telling you, man, I got home and my daughter come up to me and gave me a hug and everything, and she's like, "You're like really hot, Dad." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You can feel the heat coming off of you." I'm like, "Okay." You know, I was so drained though, man. My left leg was starting to cramp up and everything. I'm like, "Dang."
Look at that tan line.
There you go. If I didn't take my hat off a couple holes, I'd be just as white as you, bro.
What are you staring at?
All right, there's Pickles. Hold on.
I'll be in about an hour.
My bad.
Oh wait, oops.
What?
Oh,
Oh well, here he comes.
My bad.
Hey,
Sorry,
fella.
guys. Didn't mean to.
Yeah, we got age restricted twice.
My bad.
Why do we get age restricted?
Because somebody said some things she wasn't supposed to.
My bad.
Oh,
I'll
Oh,
take the
yeah,
blame
that's
on this
right.
one.
So I wanted to let you guys know. Sorry for being late. I'm dealing with Xfinity contract issues.
You can't have these.
So I'm waiting for a call back from them. So they're supposed to call me back in the next 30 minutes or so. Probably is going to be like an hour. But I wanted to let you know that I wasn't trying to ditch out. But as soon as I get this straightened out, I'll hop back on.
hey,
All
if
right,
it's
buddy.
Comcast, dude, you're gonna get called at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Bro, I swear to God, I cannot stand Comcast, bro. Their automated system doesn't work. It won't let you pay your bill.
Stop trying to eat my food.
It's a pain in the butt.
I got you.
But yeah, I'll pop back on a little bit.
You got it, man.
All right, guys.
Oh, no. If we're going to go this way.
Steve Lennon, are you on Vice staff too?
He is.
Yes,
I'm
he
his
is.
regional manager.
He was mentioning it earlier. I was just making sure.
Yeah. Him, Britt. Who else would you guys know?
Too many people.
Roy used to be with us, but no. Oh, there we go. There's my little lefty cheat code.
What's up, Josh? How are you tonight?
What up, my brother? How's your back?
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. I was to say, if we're going to go to this format, my ugly face isn't going to be the big screen. No.
I don't mind. I look good today. I shaved.
How'd
Oh,
you shoot?
you sent me scores, Josh. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. Oh, that's right. Megan from MM Bowling is also one of my. She's not my staff member though. She's on with somebody. She has another one.
I gotcha. What did the doctor say about your back? Obviously, it couldn't have been too terribly bad because you just got done bowling.
I was gonna say you were bowling, really. I mean, unless there's some good pain pills. He's bowling 9-pin no tap.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
No, he sent me his first game. I saw the 300, but I didn't see what the other two were.
266, 242. Go for pain management on Thursday. You have fun with that because pain management means they're going to put you in pain.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And you're gonna manage how much pain they put you in.
I'll probably try to centrally locate it and try to push it out that way.
Oh, I know. I've done it before. Oh, well, good. At least this isn't your first rodeo.
Oh yeah. Well, you just got his shoulder fixed. His non-throwing shoulder.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, when I went for, they tried to put me on pain management for my carpal tunnel, and I'm like, dude, I haven't felt my hand in like a year. Can we just bypass this and you can just cut me open already?
Oh, for his neck.
They injected my hand right with the numbing agent. They're like, oh, your hand's gonna be basically useless for like 12 hours. I'm like, great, I gotta go work at GM tonight. That'll be fun. After about 45 minutes, well, it was in my right hand, so bowling wouldn't have affected me.
Oh, okay.
But after 45 minutes, my hand was like, it felt back to normal. I'm like, that's how numb my hand's been for the last year? Holy Christ. And then
Feeling better there, Steve.
Pop that
for-
back in and go on.
What was that, Cobra?
I said I'd pop it back in socket and go on.
Right?
I was say, you ever see Lethal Weapon 2? You can put it back in.
Right? No, I've only had one. Now that's the other thing about my bowling that most people don't know. I mean, this is one of those people are like, well, you bowl like this. Why do you push the ball? Well, when I was 22, I broke my thumb, and they had to surgically fuse it to where I can't bend it.
Easy.
So it's twice the size. If you look here, it's twice the size of my other thumb. I mean, it's
Right.
huge because it's all fused bone and everything. They used cadaver bone in order to fuse it. So it's solid as a rock, dude. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But it took me God, but it took me 3 years almost to relearn how to throw it right, to where I wasn't, bad part is that I seen 4 different PSOs and not one of them recommended a forward pitch on my ball. So they kept doing that and it kept sticking on my thumb and ripping the skin off my thumb every time I bowled.
Ooh.
And so I finally met my PSO. His name is Pat Patterson. He's out of Albuquerque, but this guy has done nothing but miracles for me in my game. I mean, when it comes to layouts, when it comes to balls that I choose, everything I get with him before I even select him. So that way he knows what he's getting, what layout he's going to do before it even gets there. And, he gets the other cool part for him is that he gets to see all the new swag equipment before they're sold. So, I mean, he's the one who introduced me to swag also.
That's
But my
awesome.
PSO, dude, I would send him to anyone to him. Matter of fact, I don't even have to drive up to get my equipment. All my stuff is sent to him, drilled, and then he sends it to me. And it's perfect every time. I don't have to worry about nothing. My fingertips are right where I want them. My thumb is dead on perfect. One piece of tape short. I mean, this guy is he's meticulous in what he does.
That's awesome.
So, but after that, man, sky's the limit.
My question is, how do you even do that if the thumb doesn't bend?
I more slide instead. So mostly I have to squeeze really hard right here. That's where if I squeeze a ball, that's where I squeeze it at. But I squeeze it to keep it straight. So that way I don't have to worry about trying to knuckle it because I can still push my thumb out.
Okay.
I can still push it out a little bit, but I can't bend it.
Right.
See, that's as far as it bends. That's it. So it just, since I have a 3/4 inch forward pitch on my ball. So it more just
Okay.
falls off my hand.
Right.
But I can say over the years, I've went from just that little medium hook. I think I was like a 360, 375 revs to where I've gotten more experience with getting my hand more below the ball, more behind the ball. And I think my revs are sitting at about 435 right now. That's what I had looked at it last. And I mean, and then there's, like I said, there's days that I can sit there and just get really underneath the ball. And then I can also have days where I just come right out of the ball. I don't get like, maybe 250. It just all depends on the pattern though too.
Right.
So
Well, yeah, because there are certain patterns. Revving the cover off the ball is not going to do you any good.
Right. I mean, it has to be specific for that pattern. Like I won't lie. If you're on shark, you better have hand, or else that ball is just going to go straight. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? You can't get it to baby hook on that lane. Not on a shark pattern. But you get it to where you're talking about like cheetah, the person that has the less amount of hook is going to bolt better than the guy that has more. So, I mean, it has its pluses and its minuses, don't get me wrong. But that's where you have to learn to adjust to become that lower rev bowler to be able to handle that pattern and just destroy it.
I was going to say, and everybody knows that taking hand out of the ball is not your boy's strong suit.
I was blessed enough to not have a lot of rest. I mean, I did when I was younger. I mean, my dad was like, God, you put a lot of hand in that ball. And man, you never heard my balls even touch the lane. It was so smooth on my transition. And now you hear it hit every time, but it just, I don't know. I didn't have the revs that I had that I do now because I didn't understand the game. That was when I first started.
And Cobra, I know you just switched PBA patterns. Which pattern are you bowling on now in your Sport Shot League?
Last Thursday we had Viper. Tomorrow we have Scorpion, and I think I don't know what Thursdays is.
Okay. How'd you like Viper?
It wasn't bad, but at the house we were throwing at super high friction, so it's hard to find a line. And as soon as you find a line, it changes two throws later. So
I was going to say, Viper is notorious for that. It will transition super fast.
Right.
I was playing 40 to 6. That's how much
you're
I had.
using the ace?
Yeah, I had with the ace. Yeah, I had to throw it from 40 to 6 just to keep it. I mean, that's just how bad it transit. Now, obviously, I started with my Pure Envy, My Pure Envy, it handles a lot, and it's a big core, big cover stock. So I mean, it can transist through the oil a little bit, so you can play a little bit bigger hook with it. But I've been finding that Swag Ace actually has been very helpful with a lot of my PVA patterns. It's helped me learn how to stay within 5 boards when targeting.
Sorry, I was just reading the comments too. Steve, fire your PSO there, boss. If he doesn't have time to do that stuff for you, get rid of him and find somebody else.
No, it's a common issue nowadays. I've been to 3 different pro shop guys here in this area alone. Oh, I ain't got time for that. Or, schedule an appointment. You schedule an appointment, show up. Well, I didn't schedule an appointment with you today. What the heck, you know? I mean, I understand the one pro shop guy. He still bowls. Brian Himmler. He's still doing a lot
Right.
of tournaments. So I mean, I get he doesn't have time, which is understandable. But like a guy who specifically runs a pro shop business, he should be available almost all the time.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, unless you got 3 or 4 people in there all actively waiting to get the basic measurements done to get the ball laid out, there's no excuse for you to not to go. Okay, go grab one of your balls. Let me see you throw about 3 of them. That way I can get the track and I can get everything measured. It doesn't take that long.
So, Steve Lennon, are you a no thumb bowler or are you a thumb bowler? Because if you're a no thumb bowler, you can look into No Thumb Nation. If you have your drilling layout, you could just go through them.
Very,
Yeah.
very, yeah, absolutely. I've heard nothing but good things about No Thumb Nation.
Me too.
And also, with you being no thumb, you're probably not going to find an exact pap. They're going to, what they call Bermuda Triangle you, which is going to probably make you throw about 6 or 7 shots as opposed to 3 or 4 with a traditional thumb bowler, because your PAP is going to be
All over
a little
the place.
more or less consistent than a traditional bowler. So what they're going to do is they're going to find your 3 most consistent points, and then they're just going to go right into the dead center of it and call that your PAP.
Yep. Because they're going to probably put a dual angle on it also.
Yeah, they're
Because
going
you
to do a 2LS.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the same consistency over and over and over because your hand position or your finger position or if it slides out the back a little bit. I mean, that all changes everything.
Right.
I struggle with that myself. I would almost say you need to get your PAP checked every 6 months to a year, wouldn't you?
I would say about once a year.
I mean, so I've had the joy of having my PSO teach me how to drill bowling balls and stuff. So the nice thing is that I can just sit there and look where my track line is close to my thumb. And as long as it's the same distance from my thumb to that track line every time, then I know it's where it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because right when that point comes from both angles in your axis as it spins and rotates, it still meets up at one solid point, which should be really close to your thumb hole normally. Now, two-handed bowler is a little bit different because you have no thumb hole, but it should still have that general point on the ball that you know. I mean, I don't care if you take a little pin or a little. I've seen my PSO do this so that it can help him later on. Is he'll take a little, his little hammer and just do a little tap on it. And then that way he can see and make sure how far the line changes over time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's a great recommendation for no thumb bowlers is make sure they do that, little marks so that way you can see your track line without having to go get it checked all the time. And I think that does frustrate some PSOs. You as you gain and you learn more about the game and stuff like that, the only time you should check your PAP is when either you change something major, like going from, full thumb and everything like that to no thumb, or to like you just change something drastically, like your fingers are hurt and you have to change the pitches in those or stuff like that. Whatever could possibly really truly change it more than a half inch.
Yeah, the biggest way to get it to change is if you're doing like significant pitch and span changes, because
Right.
that will change it dramatically.
See, I think I found my new pro shop guy. I'm going up there to 13th, and I mean he's 2 hours away, but I know he's going to take his time and he's going to invest the time into me. And it's Joel, obviously.
Oh, nice. dude.
That
Heck
way,
yeah.
I can just have him send me balls, and I rather support him than anybody else if that's going to be the case. You know.
Exactly. I'm taking my Unreal over to him to get that punched up.
Well, if I ever get up to that area, I'll bring a ball that's undrilled just to have Joe drill it. I got all my specs and everything.
If you ever get up in this area, you give me a shot. We'll go bowl.
Oh hell yeah, all of you! I guarantee you'll know
Same
if I
thing.
come up there. And not only that, man. I have a buddy of mine named Greg Brown that bowls up in Ohio. So if I'm coming up there, I'll call him, dude, and it'll be a blast, dude. We'll get so drunk. Oh my god, bro.
Well, I won't. I personally won't get drunk. You guys can.
Oh, no.
Well,
I
and
just love
that's the
Greg
other
like
thing
his
is
Jack. So, and he's a good dude. He's one of my most favorite guys. Me and him were the first two bowlers to make it to the first tournament for swag. So we got that good friendship. So he's like a brother.
good.
Man.
We're
and
supposed to go down.
that's the other thing, Patrick. We talked about this a little bit on our own little chat. Like, swag is pretty much a wide open market where I'm at currently. There is not a whole lot of representation for that brand in the greater St. Louis area.
There ain't many around here either.
Well, that's where I told you guys if you wanted to get on. But see, Cobra, I know how much dedicated you are to Hammer.
I'm
And
not dedicated. Let me clarify this. I am
no,
not.
how much you love Hammer bowling balls. How's that? How much you enjoy throwing their equipment.
So, the reason why I buy Hammer, if I need a Storm ball, I can throw my son's. He's got Storm, I've got Hammer. She's got Storm and Motive. So we have a big arsenal at that point. So I can switch to any one of the balls if I have to. So it's
I was going to
broad-
say, yeah, from when we first started hooking up and talking, he's like, yeah, everybody in my family because at the time your wife hadn't expanded to Motive. It was Hayden and Britt were both Storm. He's like, that's why I went to Hammer in Brunswick, because they already had enough Storm stuff. So I was like, all right, I got to find something else. And then here we are, and he's still throwing a bunch of his Brands Brunswick stuff, which is we give you trouble for it, but you know it's all unjust. It's all kind-hearted.
Oh, definitely.
I got a swag ball. I throw swag too. I mean, I'm not.
I know you.
I don't mean this disrespectfully, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I don't promote a brand. I won't wear a Nike because I want to wear Nike. I'm not
Right.
promoting something. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I want you to be who you are. If you're happy with Brunswick, go Brunswick. If you're happy with Storm, be Storm. You see what I'm saying? New bowlers coming
Yeah.
out. If I have a swag ball and they say, what kind of ball is that? Hey, go try this ball. Go buy this. You see what I'm saying? I am not brand loyal. If I was signed by one, I would be brand loyal. You see what I'm saying? I'm not signed. So
And that's what we love about you, especially on the other show, the Swag House, is you give us that outside perspective, because especially on that show, me and Brian can get a little swag heavy, and he reins us back to earth, which is a perfect element that show needs.
I agree.
and to me, and if I was on swag staff, I would not bash another company.
Right.
You see what
And
I'm
I make sure that I don't do that. You know, I know there's certain, I mean, as much as I dislike Storm equipment, it is what it is, but I guarantee you I could go throw their equipment just as good as I do swag. Same with Hammer, same with, any brand. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, that's, and I'm not going to sit there because I've heard that for 3 years. I've been nothing but bashed by my brand for 3 years at my bowling center.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's becoming so big at our house. Now we have 3 staff members just in my bowling alley. only because we hit 3 demographics all in one. So yeah, 2 of the other ones, one it hits the native community and they really promote the brand. They're the ones who got me into it. And then I have another guy that's like into bikers and everything. You know, he's a motorcycle rider. My buddy Pat Bottom. That guy can bowl. Me and him bowl almost identical. And it's funny because we're both named Patrick too. I mean, yeah, you get me, him, and Patrick, the other guy, and it's going to be confusing.
Somebody says, "Hey, Pat," and all 3 of you turn around.
We would too.
But my thing is, swag is starting to get big. It's starting to blow up. You know, starting to go.
Right.
You know, and the more it grows, the more balls it's going to have. And then you're going to start getting into different venue. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I am not against swag. I'm not against any company. I will not bash another company because they're all out there doing the same thing. They're trying to feed their families. It's what the reality is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
No, but I was big into hammer. I mean, my first ball was the blue hammer fall ball. The next ball after that was the hammer blade the hammer blade pearl. And then after that, that one cracked because I left it out in the garage like an idiot. But after that, I went back to. I did try one motive ball. I tried the Motive Venom purple one. I don't know what the full name on that is. I enjoyed it. It was a pearl ball. But
if it was
other than
Pearl,
that,
Venom Pearl. It may have been the Venom Pearl, or it may have been the Venom Shock Pearl.
but after that, I went back to hammer. You know, I got the Hammer Web Tour, the light blue, or the blue one with the pink letters on it, the solid. And man, I tore that ball up, and I mean, good 300 games in that ball before it finally died. And when it died, that's when I tried the Blizzard Blast. And when I tried that ball, I was like, man, this ball's too much. And then once it got lane shine on it, that's just stupid. That ball is what got me my first 800, and then the next night got me my first 300.
right.
And it looks just like the Motive Forge Sub-Zero, the blue and white one. Yeah, it looks identical. I saw that ball come out, and I'm like, I even put it on TikTok. I'm like, Motive Forge, meet Blizzard Blast.
That he is dealing with Comcast at the moment. He's waiting for a call back from his internet provider.
See, it's starting to become a problem with a lot of the bowling companies. They're discontinuing and putting out too many balls.
I agree.
And I kind of like where swag is with theirs. They're like, well, we're going to focus on this so we can get you a ball that is durable. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh, believe me, my dragon has
the
a
covers are thicker.
my dragon has a ton of battle scars on it.
Oh yeah.
Me and Patrick even talked about that being one of my videos. They're like, "Oh, do you really throw that swag dragon all that much?" And then show all the battle scars on the ball. There's only one way to get a battle scar on the ball. That's to throw it.
Yep.
So me personally, I don't want, if I was to be contacted by swag, I don't want them to come up to me and say, well, because you promote my product, we want you. I want them to come up to me and say, I like your character and I like what you stand for. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And I don't disagree with that. Like I said, I was approached on that, and for that reason, back then it was recruitment. Now it's all online, and it's different. I wish that it was that way, but even with the big brands, it's all online now. Unless you get a pro shop that's willing to jump right behind you like that, that's pretty much it. And I mean, that's every brand though. And you got it. And I'm not saying you have to have a pro shop behind you for swag. At the time, my PSO was also my boss, so I had a pro shop behind me. But that being said, though, that when I had to go do my sales and everything, I was number 2 in sales for the company. I did $19,257 in 1 year in sales in bowling balls. That's where I got all those free bowling balls from, was all those sales. Now, what the new contracts are, we don't sell nothing, man. This is a true contract where we get a certain allotment of money per tier. And then after that allotment, that's where you can buy more or you can do whatever. But they give you 2 to 3 balls a year free no matter what. That's for some of the lower tiers. At the higher tiers, they may get more, 6, 7, 8 balls. I don't know. And it's just one of those that it's a true staff position now instead of being a salesman. And that's
Yeah.
what I enjoyed. You know, the first cut of people they did, there was 441 of us. They cut it down to 50. I was one of the first 50. So, you know, I'll take that with a grain of salt. But my boss, like, he knows, like, I've gone through all this personal stuff lately. And I told him, I said, you know, I don't really have a lot of time to do this, to do that. And he's like, you know what, dude, we don't care. You've been dedicated to us. You've been great to us. Handle your business. Come back solid the way you need to. And we know you'll be there. You know, and that's just, you don't get that from a brand. If you don't do what you're
Right.
supposed to, they're like, oh, sorry. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that because I'm not part of Brunswick. I'm not part of Storm. So I can't say that they would do that. I don't want to bash them and say that that's the truth because it's not. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm taking to heart what you said there, Cobra. I'm not trying to bash any other brand. Because again, there's all these brands that come out with the same bowling ball, same style of bowling ball, same similar type, something similar about it to where it's the same as every ball that's on the market.
Right. No, I agree. I mean, I full-heartedly agree. I mean, to me, if someone calls me about a yard, and this is the type of person I am, if I know the guy who is mowing that yard, I will not undercut that guy. It's just me. I will not undercut anybody. If they're firing their guy, I will give them my quote. But if they're just saying, well, we're just looking for a quote, I won't get involved in it because I know the person, or I'm not going to take somebody's food out of their mouth because I wouldn't like it if they did it to me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. And I won't lie. The joy about doing this also is the people that I've met, and whether it was Storm, stuff like that, they'll come up and ask me about every brand because I don't undercut the brand. You know, that's one of our parts of our contract is that we have to have that code of conduct where we're not out here going, well, this ball sucks. Well, this ball does this ball. And now we do have some staff members that are learning. But at the same time, and every brand does. It doesn't matter. You always got somebody that's got to say something. But at the same time, you know, I'll sit there. If I don't think a swag ball is going to fit somebody, I won't even recommend it to them. Because that does them an injustice and then they think badly about the ball that they got. And they're like, well, this ball sucks. I don't want to get another one. You know, so, I mean, I've recommended, you know, Equinoxes. I've recommended, because that was a good ball to me. It still is. It's a good house shot killer. You know?
It is an HSK.
Right.
Like
and,
my
you know,
perspective
sorry?
My perspective is you become a sales rep at that point opposed to a promoter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I totally 100% agree with that. I mean, but like I said, to me, I don't want to be a negative person. There's too much negativity in this world. And I have to add into the swag community has been very open armed. And I will not take that away from them at all. That they're humble, they're welcoming, they engage with you. They don't think they're better than you. They say, "Oh wow, congratulations." They don't go, "Oh, I can pull a 900 with this." You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The swag community.
Anybody that touts that they can shoot a 900, I'd be like, all right, bet. Let's see it. Go out there and
Well,
shoot
no,
three
I'm-
in a row.
I'm using an example. But no, like I said, the swag community has been fabulous. And ironically, we probably a lot more of our viewers are probably swag people.
It is. A lot.
No,
probably
nine
feel-
pin does not count, Josh.
No, Josh.
Hey, to me it
You
does.
still haven't beat my 864, Josh. You've tied it. You haven't beat it yet.
But that being said, we were just talking about a bunch of bowling balls getting released and discontinued so quickly now. But I do want to get into that. I know that you're very limited on what you can say, if you can say anything, but is there any potential swag news coming out of Bowl Expo?
No, we didn't do Bowl Expo this year. But at the same time, we do have the 6 that are coming out that's on the USBC approved list. You know, the Apex Pro. Those are going to be generating a new core for us. And I've gotten to see the numbers and the specs and look at the core. It's a beautiful ball. Both of them are. It's going to be, you'll like it. It's going to be a good ball.
So
I'm getting the Pearl myself. So that'll be one of the balls I get is the Apex Pearl. I have a lot of solids, so I need to get some different ones. But and then I'm going to get Me personally, I get the Fusion Hybrid. The colors for it are really pretty. To me, it's still
It does have a great colorway. It's got some massive shelf appeal.
It does, but to me, it's still just another Ace because the Ace line is what. Sorry, there's something flying in here, but the Ace line was where that core first came out in, and it was also the only ball for 3 years that I've been there that sold out in a month. So if you're still getting lingerments of Ace, oh, that was because we got in a second shipment. But yeah, we were fighting that. It was 1 month and gone. I got 3 of them at the time. I'm down to 2 now for the Ace. But that Fusion ball, man, getting that solid version, that thing was just, yeah, once I learned it, dude, that ball's been awesome. I think I've shot in like 10 or 11, 700s with it. I almost said 8. I didn't throw an 8 this year. But, I mean, the 2 highest games that I have or highest sets I have for this year are with the Fusion, 759, 758. And then 753 just recently. You know, that ball is just, it's one of those house shot killers, dude. I sit there and I ride the ridge of the oil and that ball just holds.
So,
And Steve,
answer
you
me
are
this.
100% correct there. A good colorway on a ball will make you feel more confident.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the what is it? The hyperdrive. Everybody loves the way that hyperdrive looks,
Right.
and people love watching it go down lane.
Yeah, I mean, it does look good going down the lane. So answer me this: Do you have a ball that can match the Pure Envy?
What's the cover stock on the Pure Envy? I know what the core is,
HK20.
but is it a pearl?
I think
No, it's a solid.
no, it's solid. It's a heavy
Oh, yeah.
oil ball.
I would say I would deeply say either the Judge or the Dragon, man. That would be the two. That's
Okay.
the 2 highest solids we have right now. Well, is the Envy a? Damn, dude. Is that an ASIM or a symmetrical? That's an ASIM, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
ASIM, yeah.
So yeah, but with the newer stuff coming out, I don't think because we have the Dragon, and both the Judge coming out as pearls, and then the Craze Hybrid, which is a wicked looking white ball. But what's up, Robert?
What up, Geek?
There's Coach Geek there that I was talking about earlier. But yeah, the Dragon, I would say it's according to the numbers, the Judge is stronger. To me, I set it up as my Blizzard Blast ball because it had the same similar numbers as my Blizzard Blast, and it hooks even
Okay.
more than my Blizzard Blast does. So I was like, okay, well, I wasn't ready for this one, you know. And so I had to that ball is now for tournament only, heavy oil tournament only. I bowled on the USBC Masters tournament pattern for this last year for 2025 with the Judge. I averaged 206 with it in qualifying. You know, that ball was just, you went down the line and that ball hooked. So, but try it on a house shot? Oh, hell no. No. I can't move far enough. I'd have to stand in the other lane.
Excuse me, I got to borrow a little bit of your lane here.
Right?
One thing I do like about the Pure Envy, and it can go through heavy to little oil like it's nothing. So it can do multiple patterns, like dual laid down patterns. It will cut through it. So, but it does have its weaknesses too. On a house shot, it ain't going to do much. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Does it roll out too on a house shot? Quick rollout?
Yeah, it's got a lot of. Okay.
That's why I asked that question, because mine will hit the spot, and then once it starts to drive, then it starts to roll out quicker.
It does.
With the-
So when it hits the pins, they crash, even if you hit them soft. That's how hard that ball's core is.
I got you.
I'd have to send.
That's
you
like my
the specs
Blizzard
on it.
Blast, man. I wish I could
Okay.
get you a ball like that. You would love
Well,
that ball.
my issue is I spent too much on bowling balls this year.
Yeah, but here's the key though. Since you're a Nothon bowler, there's a guy I just saw that he posted his Blizzard at 14 pounds. You throw 14, don't you? Or 15?
15.
Damn it. Okay, well I don't got one then. You ain't getting mine. I got 2 of them, and you won't get either one of mine. Nobody gets mine. I have BB1 and BB2. They're my little Star Wars dudes.
That's cool. But
But
no,
yeah, I
like I
mean,
said, I'll send you my number when we get
Okay.
done, and we can have
Please.
a deeper conversation.
Yeah.
but my recommendation for you as of right now, Cobes, is find as many of them as you can before they wind up disappearing forever because it was just discontinued.
Yeah. Well, see, right now I can.
Envy? Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I was agreeing with him for the envy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, even if I put them up, I can always maybe sell them later or have them there for just collecting, you know. But, shit, I forgot what I was going to say.
But that's exactly what I did with my my Hustle Camo. The day it got discontinued, I went and bought one because I'm like, it's been on my list, and I don't want to procrastinate any farther because if I do, they're going to be gone because it was one of the best solid hustles they came out with in a long time.
Coach Geek, we appreciate people like you. You're phenomenal.
Absolutely, dude.
He's one of the ones that really helped me out with some of my videos and stuff. As you guys were talking about me being a creator and stuff, me and Robert being Go Time and stuff like that, we always get together and talk about certain, you know, doing a video for this or doing that, and it's just he's always positive, man. I mean, the guy is he's a great friend of mine. He lives up in northern Colorado. I'm gonna go see him soon. So, and Josh as well. You know, I these guys have been with me since I pretty much started. You know, I wouldn't be where I'm at with people like Coach Geek or my Big Josh there, my little lefty cheat code. You know, he got that saying, man, and I'm the one who created that for him. But it was weird. It was just one day he sat there, was bowling, and he bowled really well. I said, "Well, you're just a lefty cheat code, dude. That's all you are," and it's stuck. It's been there ever since. See,
Like I said, that's the name of my purple hammer. It is cheat code. Purple cheat code.
right? But dude, it's been a blast having these guys, man. I mean, like I said, all these people from Stream Bowling, from Viz. I mean, Sean Gruder from Viz, man. He saw something in me, and I just keep growing with that company, and he really takes care of me up there.
That's another thing we can go into real quick. Is your jersey brand. We talked a lot about the bowling brand, the ball
Right.
brand. Let's go into a little bit of the jersey brand, and what sets you guys apart from the competition. Again, we're not asking you to bash the other competitions, but
No.
what sets you guys apart?
Well, number one, it's made in Italy. Fabric's really good there. It's really breathable. I mean, I really wanted to test these shirts out to see how far I could push them. And no, I haven't talked about the shoes yet. I'll get there soon, brother. But anyways, I wore one of my bowling shirts out to play golf. It's the only time I've ever played around a golf where it was 101 degrees outside and I was the only one not sweating. And I was like, okay, all right, yeah. I mean, I was already on staff with them, but I'm like, I really want to push this jersey and see, because I want to be able to brag about it. If I'm going to sponsor it and sell it, I want to be able to say it's durable. It's what it is.
Right.
And the other nice thing is that it doesn't snag. I've worn this one like probably over about 60 times by now, and because this was our newer one from this year because we got the new logo, but
Right.
it doesn't get caught on snags as much. And that's one of the things that I found was a problem with the other brands is that majority of them would get caught on the snag and it would mess the shirt up. And I was just like, I always get caught on something because I'm clumsy. So I needed to find a brand that was durable. And they've, as we're growing, they're huge in Italy. I mean, they are big. They're pretty much it in Italy. They're all of it. I mean, if you take all of our brands that we have here, the I Am Bowling, the Viz America, all that stuff, even all of them combined still wouldn't do the production that they do for Italy by itself in that area, in Europe. So because they provide all the soccer jerseys, they provide all the apparel, the workout suits, they provide all that for all the soccer players and everything up there. And it's like, well, if they can do all that with soccer and with this, let's see what they can do with bowling.
Right.
And what was it? We already had like Viz America, but Sean branched it off into more of what it should be, and more of it to where we did our job as staff members, and at first we were selling and stuff like that, but as you move up and stuff like that, now I just help out Steve, I help out Britt, you know, and all those other people, and I create their orders for them, and then he just inputs them and it's done. So, but that's the cool part about it is that I help design a lot of jerseys and have inputs, and that's the one thing I forgot tonight because it was I was rushing to get to this. Is I have a custom bowling bag backpack. Oh, I have one of the backpack. Oh, there it is. Hold on. So this is the one that comes with your bowling ball bag. So they have a 3-tote roller, and then you can design however you want. So this is the old logo for Swag. Everybody's seen it.
Right.
But this was sort of a design. I just sort of threw this one together. But the one that I really did a lot of work on is my first jersey that I personally designed. And I'm going to get it remade here soon because I got a free one coming up, and I might as well just use it on a jersey that doesn't fit me because I lost weight and it don't fit. I mean, I literally look like a big old, yeah, I think I'd look like Barney in it, man. That thing is so damn huge. So I'm going to get another one more custom fit to like this. So that way it's a lot tighter. But you guys, I can't wait for you guys to see that one. It was one of my most favorite.
And how quick is the turnaround time through this?
If it's a custom jersey, it can be up to 6 to 8 weeks because we have so many people getting custom jerseys now. And I mean, when it's custom, as long as it doesn't break a copyright infringement, we can design whatever the hell you want. I mean, whatever design, like the Bowlers Helping Bowlers, we got that. I mean, they put my logo on it. They put Hallmark. Hell, there's RevTac Pro for Dwight for Go Time. That's one of my local brands. It's a float and fish. It's a fishing shop. I mean, and then on the back, you know, just whatever logo, whatever you want to do, they can do it. And this is just their
Sweet.
team jersey. So, I mean, that's what's cool.
Sure.
And then, I mean, now dude, do not talk about the freaking Care Bear jersey. You got to be kidding me. Oh, that thing was a nightmare. Each bowler wanted a different Care Bear on the front of her bowler jersey, which is not normally a problem. Except they not only wanted the front, okay, but they also wanted you to basically like cut the bear in half and put the back on the back. So you had the ass and everything of the bear on the back, and then the front and the front of the bear. What up, D-Gab?
Awesome, D-Gab. Good to hear, dude.
That is fabulous.
Oh, there
bro.
we go, bro. Was more? Oh, more manageable. Okay. Awesome,
So I'll be-
man. Hell yeah.
I'll be definitely hitting you up for a jersey ideal because I want to do the molar on a jersey.
All right.
And we've
man.
already talked about me getting my BHB jersey done.
Right, and I mean, if it's a simple jersey, we can get a turnaround time a little bit quicker. Because it's something that's simple. It's when you get into more detail and more color and more graphic, that's when it takes longer. Like the one he was talking about, that Care Bear one. It not only that, it also had a bowling alley that was turning green and then a backdrop. I mean, there was just so much detail to it, and it took almost 4 months for them to design it. And it drove me nuts because they kept asking,
Good
and I
God.
kept sending. They would send me proofs, and I'm like, "That's not what I asked for," and send it back. They'd send me another proof. That's not what I asked for. Send it back. And I'm like, they finally got it somewhat, and then when I sent it to them, they're like, "Well, it's been so long," and I'm like, "Man, that was the hardest order I've ever done."
So, Mike, are you still in here? That gives me a boat of confidence knowing that Joe helped you with that, and that's going to probably hope alleviate my finger pain. And I'm hoping that works out good as it did for you. Thank you for the boost of confidence in Joel for that.
Oh, and I'm going to say something real quick because I just saw Richie, the bowling nerd, get in here. The one live stream that you don't hop in and give me a five-piece spicy challenge twice in one game for a 277. Thanks, buddy. Because like the last three,
157.
yeah, I mean, I shot 277 game one. Yeah, I threw 2 separate 5-baggers and you weren't there. Yeah, exactly. No pressure.
Out there and see bowling near here soon.
I got to 4. Granted, the 5th on the first 5-piece was a runaway freight train Brooklyn that carried. Did my best to miss it again. But then I finished the game off on another 5-bagger, and I was like, okay, of course, Richie isn't here for either one of them.
Left his world.
Oh, and that's the other thing. I do want to take a quick shout out to Richie, to D-Gab, and to Joel. Those are my big 3 to Operation Get Steve to 220. Those are the 3 guys that I have taken to heart what they've said for the swing changes I'm trying to implement, and we're getting there, and we're going to get me to 220 off of that. So I appreciate all 3 of you.
There you go. All right, back to Viz. Anyways, no, it's if it's a pre-cut, like a pre-designed jersey that you can pick from the website, we can get it in 4 weeks normally, and you can rush it too. Rushing it, it's like I normally it's like $7 a jersey, $7 to $10 a jersey. It's like 15%. So 15% of your total bill, if you rush it, gets it here pretty quick.
That's awesome.
So,
Because that was one of the frustrations of the previous company I staffed for, was their fulfillment time was forever.
well, and like I said, it all depends. If it's a pre-design, it's quick. Really, really quick turnaround. But like I said, it depends on if you do a custom, it depends on how much you do and what's all in the jersey itself. There is a surcharge if you change it like 5 times. It gets really irritating when we send you a proof off your idea and then you send us recommendations back, and then you're like, oh no, well I want it back the other way. And you're like, bro, you get one more try at this, and then after this, it's going to cost you. And
Right.
then, I've only had one person do it, and they only paid one more charge fee, but still, it's one of those that I'm reading DGAB's thing. It was really cool seeing how that's done. Sorry, he threw me off there for a moment. And Mike, as far as in the best bowling moment of my life, man, you really had to pick something tough there, dude. Even bowling 3s and 8s, nothing could have ever prepared me for what Patrick did in June. Ever. I mean, there's not even a 30 for 30 that could match what that happened with that. After losing his wife and everything and didn't know if he was going to even make the tournament, then he not only made the tournament, but beforehand, we sat there and we're talking, and he was like, man, these guys are going to kick my ass. I'm not that good. And I was like, why the hell did you come? I said, I came down here to win. So I believe that that's what you're going to do. And he's like, I don't know. We'll see. And I'm like, bro, you didn't come down here and spend all this money just to sit there and not go home with nothing. And then to see how much Kelly was with him, because some of his shots, bro, holy shit. There was one shot, man, and it's to this day one of my most favorite shots that I'm still, the laws of physics do not explain it. He threw the ball wide, and it should have left a 4-8-10 split. But out of nowhere, 3 different pins came out of nowhere and took them out. Now, like one pin, 3 different pins. One took out the 4, one took out the 8, and one took out the 10. And when I saw that shot go, I'm like, Kelly is here with him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And she stayed with him the rest of the day. Now, don't get me wrong. When he made it to the finals and stuff, that was all him. He didn't have a bad shot in that game. He was pure. He had one Brooklyn. Sorry, he did have one Brooklyn. But to finish it out, man, it was awesome. There was not a dry eye in that bowling alley, man. I mean, you're talking about 100 grown men. All these guys, military, Marines, all that stuff like that. Not a single one of them was not crying. We all were rooting for him, and it was just really awesome to see.
Heck yeah, man.
Especially to see how far he came from when I met him 2 years ago.
That was an unbelievable set of moments to watch. Not even just a singular moment.
Right.
It was the entire thing. And
Just a culmination
there's
to the end of that journey.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, the only thing I can say about the one shot you were talking where it was ever present that Kelly was there is immaculate pin carry. Should not have happened.
Right.
Thank you, D-Gab.
Holy Mike.
Finally.
Matt asked you a
You
question.
know, Mikey Mike.
All right, so do we have our pickle problems taken care of, sir?
Bro, for now, until next month. And then, they still rake you for another $400 every month. Dude, it's ridiculous how much it's more than a card payment, bro.
That's insane. Shout out to Gateway Fiber.
Hey, that goes back to our conversation earlier, Steve. You sit there and look at how much all the people we've met. I mean, I met Mike on a DGAB after dark. It was, dude, I think it's almost been a year, hasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, it has to be because I've been friends with Mike over a year.
Yeah, I mean, you can see his sticker. It goes with me everywhere I go. I do have a jersey from that Brian bought me that at the moment, I can wear it and take a picture in it, but I can only send it to like him and a couple other people.
Right.
Hell yeah. In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been
Well, no.
that's a part about the Brotherhood of Bowling, dude. Seeing that these people that I've never even met, they're on my side. You guys got my back. You guys support me. Going through what I'm going through. You guys are there. And, I mean, what? I mean, NFL, you might see that a little bit, but I mean, other stuff, people get away from each other. It's a sport. But the bowling community, man, there ain't nothing like it.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing, and it's not even just on this platform. All of us
Right.
have everybody's numbers personally, so if we need to have a personal conversation, everybody's available.
Yep, that is 100% true. And if not, I got you on Facebook Messenger. I'll bug you that way.
Exactly. That is probably the only reason I still have my Meta account is for Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
Like
Honestly.
I've got over 1,000 followers over there too, and I'm like, there's been times where I've literally posted, I'm like, hey, I'm appreciative of everybody that follows me. I'm sorry I'm a boring follow on Facebook.
Bro, my messenger, that's where I get all my pickle stuff from. I swear to God. Everyone sends me pickle recipes.
I don't have Facebook, so I'm out left field.
Well, and see, I mean, for the longest time, my Facebook was only for my family to see my kids. Well, now that majority of that is erased, all of it is 99% of my Facebook stuff now is all my posts about whether what I did in bowling, what ball I used, promoting stuff. So,
Yeah, and I'm thinking that if I carry it long term, I think that's eventually where my Facebook's going to naturally wind up going, is the promotion side of things for whatever I'm doing.
So, Lennon, did you guys have dinner and a movie together? 5
it
hours?
looks like it. Jeez Louise. 5 hours, bro? I think he's trying to catch up here. Or he's frozen. No, there he is.
No, I'm here. Just want to make sure that my stuff went through.
Yes, DGAB, that is where I post 90% of the soapboxes is from my truck.
What's up, Mookie?
Love Mike.
Speaking of which, I got a really good one for tomorrow.
Hey, Rowan.
I've got a really good soapbox for tomorrow.
No, don't spill the beans. Wait till tomorrow.
Hey, in the business, that's called a teaser there, pal.
Jason, the oldest ball I have in my bag is still my original light blue hammer foul ball. And it doesn't come out because it's a 16-pound and my arm can't throw it.
I've got a 1992 Burgundy hammer.
There you go.
2005 Hammer Razor Blade.
That was a good ball.
Very good ball.
I think
My
my
favorite
oldest
ball of all time. That's why I got it again.
I think my oldest ball is my purple hammer.
I know it's not swag, Mike, but that is the oldest ball I have. I mean, that ball is 30. God, dude. That ball's 33 years old.
Ooh, speaking of which, trivia question. What ball used the Black Widow core before the Black Widows got released?
Oh, Michael knows this. I don't know that one.
I wasn't it just a hammer?
No, it was the
Big
Hammer
Blue?
Big Blue.
Big Blue, that's right. Yeah.
There you go.
It was the gas. It was the original gas mask.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Mike, I used to have the Hammer Blade, the Hammer Foul Ball, but then I also had the Hammer 3D Offset. I had the Hammer Web Tour, the Pink Hammer Urethane. What was the other ball I had? Oh, and then the hybrid version of the Web Tour. Those were all the balls that I had before I switched over to Swag.
Well, actually, if you want to include a ball that my mother actually is currently in possession of, it was actually my grandfather's. It was an original blue AMF angle.
It was original what?
Original blue AMF angle.
Oh, wow.
I mean, all my
And
high
how
game
can I have
scores.
on that Blade Pro 300. Blade Pro! That was an awesome ball.
All my
You can't
high
get 'em
score games were all Hammer Ball. They were all Black Widow, as a matter of fact. The original Black Widow.
My highest scores are with the Mania. So, but I got a matching 92 blue hammer also.
Oh, I got you.
I think
Let's
it was more of a
see.
spare ball. It was a solid spare ball, I think.
My highest series and my 300 were both bowled with the Hammer Obsession Tour.
That was a good ball. I like the Obsession Tour.
Yeah, it was. I call it the Burgundy Turd because that's what it looks like. The colorway on that ball is terrible.
That's hilarious.
DGAP, the answer may depend.
Get it? Got it. I see what you did
The
there.
Black Beauty could have been his favorite ball from the 80s.
Yeah, that's a good guess. What was the
Diller's
ball that,
favorite ball from the 80s?
I was going to say it's the same ball that Fred Flintstone used, right?
Oh no, the Kudu was the early 90s. Let's see.
I mean, I could have went back further and said it was just a straight cork ball.
Yeah.
I'll say the Hammer Nail.
How does that work, bro?
DGAP, I was
I
in
know
and
I could have
out.
watched it since then. I haven't had a chance, but I will. I promise.
The Hammer Nail would be my guess.
Hammer nail. Holy moly. Haven't heard that ball in a long time.
Come on, Pickles, you should know the answer.
Bro. I didn't have too much gear back then.
Vector.
I mean, yeah, I was born in 77, bro.
Dude, I was born in the 80s.
I only saw that ball in the late or early 90s.
And honestly, the only thing that I really saw back in those days was Brunswick's. Brunswick and
I was going
Columbia.
to say my favorite ball from that time frame, the mid to early 90s, Columbia UDOT.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember. I do
Vector
remember
too.
the Vector part. Yeah, I do remember that. I got some timers.
I don't know
I'm
if
not
I'm getting my
full.
collection first.
My sometimes is starting to take over because I'm pushing towards 50. All right, cut me a break.
Man, I don't even turn 40 until October.
I'm in depends in training. All right.
That's
I'm
okay.
right
Brian's
there.
older than all of us.
Yeah. I'm chasing Dillard.
Oh, let's
One day
see
I'll get that
here.
AARP card.
Are you
One day.
chasing him or are you changing his diapers?
Now, Patrick, I know you said you didn't have a whole lot of bowling center options out by you within the 2 to 3 hour window. But do you prefer, if you had your choice, would you prefer to bowl on synthetic or would you prefer to stay on natural wood lanes?
Wow. I wouldn't mind going back to some wood lanes just to sit there and test myself. But, I mean, it's all a test no matter which lanes you hit. So, but I'd rather be on synthetic. I mean, I miss wood, don't get me wrong. I don't know, man. That's a tough question there. I'm like split 50-50 on it. Because up in Monte Vista, they actually have like a little PBA event. I don't know if it's like a small regional or not. But, man, that thing is that is a tough house to bowl in.
To me, it depends, because like our bowling alley that's got synthetic, they got synthetic lane wood pins, but it's so high friction there, it is a nightmare.
See, and that's why you were saying that the other day on your live, and I was watching some of your shots and stuff, and I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not there at the lane, so that's the part that sucks. I can't see what you see. I don't know if that's like an oil machine problem, because for them to have it that dry on the outside, especially on a sport pattern, it should have been a little bit longer on that shot.
Well, I mean, it's
So-
possible. They are a ran down bowling alley. I mean, Brian can contest to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not as run down as Manor, but that's, and I wouldn't say it's Manor's. It definitely needs some money put into it, but their machine, their oil machine is taped together, bro. I'm not kidding.
Jesus.
I had no joke. I looked at the guts of it, and I literally see tape holding stuff together. I'm like,
Wow.
But my answer to the synthetic or wood lane question, I would strongly prefer to bowl on wood. Just because synthetics, they're natural high, they can be naturally high friction from the get go, from their laydown, and the only way you get high friction on wood is to beat them up.
yeah.
Sure.
DGAP, you do not use urethane in Eastgate lanes. It won't move at all.
It was all freaking free. Alert. See, that's the first sponsorship we got to get for Dillard is Life Alert.
Right? Help! I've fallen and I can't bowl.
Can't get up.
I can't bowl.
Oh
my
man,
arms.
that's so
Holy
great.
moly.
Honestly,
Okay.
it could be a great commercial of basically throwing a ball, hitting the pins, and then be like, I can't get up.
Or no, have him split or have him slip, fall on the approach.
Oh,
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. And
I
you
saw
see- you
someone
just
fight-
see
He
him-
has, hey, make sure he's wearing his necklace too.
Yep, he's just sitting there with the necklace, pressing the button.
It's just alerting the front desk. That's all it's doing, though.
You should tell him to make a TikTok video for that.
He's gonna use
Or the
dinosaur.
life alert when he's pressing the button, you just see it clear the pins and then reset.
I was gonna say it sweeps the rack.
He's going to use the dinosaur as a walker.
Right. And then use the dinosaur after he's walked it up there.
Yeah.
All right, so one more off of the questionnaire. What is the weirdest thing you've seen in a bowling center?
A ball go through the screen.
Like the TV screen?
Like the monitor that you look at your score on.
Yeah.
The ball in the screen. In it.
Oh, it went in it.
And then fell down.
Okay,
I
yeah.
watched it hit and fall. And I'm like, how the what?
It just happened not too long ago in a lane that's close to me called Strikers. I've seen it on TikTok actually a few times.
Yeah,
God.
I haven't seen that personally though, and that is I mean, I've seen some awesome shots, some weird shots, some weird pickups. I think the weirdest spare I've ever seen was the 8, 9, 10. Ever. Yes.
How do you
the 8, 9,
how do you
10.
leave the
I don't
8,
know
9,
how.
10?
I don't know. I still have a picture of it on my phone. I took it and I'm like, I'll never see this again in my entire life. I gotta actually record this one. So she threw it and it's a light ball and it deflected and it just sort of knocked everything over to the right, and then she hit the 7-pin.
I will say
That's
that
nuts.
something was added to the weirdest thing I've ever seen bowling last night. One of the guys that was on the other team that we were bowling against, he's definitely new to bowling. He's a spray guy, you know what I'm saying? He hits the gutter probably 20 feet down the lane. The ball pops out of the gutter and pocket shots. And he gets 9 pins. Of course, they don't count. Clear the rack. Give him his minus. Miss. And then he throws his second ball 20 feet down the lane, hits the gutter, does the same thing, and hits 9. I'm like, dude,
That's crazy.
How do you do that twice? And honestly, I really was like, dude, if he would have knocked them all down, I probably would have been like, dude, just let him have it.
Mike, somebody was being stupid from the seating area and decided they were going to throw the ball, and it sort of didn't come off their hand, and it went like a rocket.
Rocket
It's like you see a Wii thing. Somebody throw a Wii controller, it happened just like that. Boom. I'm
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
yeah, all right. I literally turned around and walked away and went and got a beer.
That's about the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
I
Don't
just
blame
was
you
like,
there.
yeah, all right. Thanks a lot, Mike. I appreciate you, dude.
Oh,
Can't
man.
wait for this next bowling year because I'm going to take it. Oh, it's going to be on. Sorry, I know that sounds cocky, guys, but
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with it.
after everything I've gotten to look at over the last 2 months,
That's interesting.
um,
Pick a
I'm
10 pin
coming.
clean off the rack and it winds up striking.
I get the
Okay, then.
reference.
Yeah.
I've seen similar stuff to that, except it was a 7-pin.
That's
Kicked off the
diabolical.
board,
Okay.
something, and they all just
The weirdest thing I saw on film, I wasn't there. I would have loved to have been there to see this. It was a video on the House Bowling's YouTube. They were doing a low count challenge. Kevin Williams picks a 10 pin clean off the rack, or no, picks a 7 pin clean off the rack. It ricochets over, takes out the 7 pin, and the 7 takes out the 5 and leaves everything else.
That's crazy.
wow.
The dude picked a lily off a full rack.
That would be really cool to see.
And
I was
baffling.
like, there ain't no freaking way.
No. I'd tell him, here's 1,000, do it again.
Right?
Yeah.
You could have 1,000 shots at it again and never do it again.
right.
Yep.
And
I
then
think that's the other cool thing, man, is that's what's going to be the difference a little bit in string pins. And I know this is something all of you have talked about before.
Lay down.
I've bowled on string pins a lot, and because we have 10 lanes at our house that are string pin, and then the other 24 are normal pins. And besides that, you have to really be more precise with string pins. You can't count on that light hit. You can't count on that. This might work. You can't. You got to really be dialed in a little bit more, and it makes you pissed off that some of them fall, and you're looking at one a 10-pin fall, and nothing touched it.
mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's going to have its plus and its minuses, but the amount of money that it saves, especially for the bowling alley, if they truly put it in and it lowers my league fees, I'm down. Because
yeah.
now they don't have to pay death insurance. Now they
Yes,
don't have to pay any of the major insurance for mechanics for getting injured back there. I see the perks behind it for the business. And if they truly work out and they truly are good pins and do what they're supposed to do, somewhat, being that they're string pins, I'm good with it. I don't care. We all got to knock all 10 down. You know what I mean?
D-Gap's
Matter whether
pulling his
it's
best
string pins or
Francis here.
free-floating
He's
pins.
dropping some coin.
Yeah. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
you,
Big Mike. I
appreciate
appreciate
you.
you, brother. We're actually talking about it with our alley. It might only be $1, but I'd take $1 towards the price fund more than anything at this point.
And you know what? I would tell them, hey, take that dollar off our lineage and keep charging us the same we've done for the last however many years. Put that extra dollar towards the prize fund.
Right. We'll see how it goes. We're not planning on putting string pins on our main side just yet, but I'm assuming with like the New Mexico Open, that's that big pro tournament I tell you guys about. I told a few people about.
Right.
If you want a tough ass pattern and you think Cheetah sucks, come bowl the New Mexico Open. I guarantee you, you'll go home and you'll be like, screw that place, screw Mike Miller, screw them all. Because see, that's the cool part about this tournament for the New Mexico Open is Mike Miller, former PBA pro, PBA Hall of Famer, first two-handed bowler to throw a strike on or a 300 on live TV, or a two-finger bowler.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this guy, I think he just loves to terrorize bowlers. I think he loves just to mess with us. Because every year, the last 2 years, has been a short pattern, like 32 feet. And then he'll sit there and put like a little spot down lane just to mess with you. Because you'll go to try and swing it on 32, and the minute you do, you watch the ball like at Nationals. The ball just slides, goes right in the gutter, and you're like, well, we won't do that again.
Well, at 32 feet, now that I have one, I would probably not even throw urethane. I would be throwing my Radical Spy, my plastic ball with the incognito core.
Well, urethane does pretty good if you ride the 3-board on that lane. I've seen Francis Lavoie, D-Ron Booker, Butteroff all bowl on it. Francis Lavoie has won it the last 2 years, as a matter of fact. But the biggest deal was urethane in the end because so many people go to that. When I started my squad, I was the leader for the first 2 games, and that's when I got to use my reactive ball. I was using actually what we consider the craze now. It was a sparkling then, but it was a pinned down sparkling on that pattern. And that ball just slid right through and hooked right in, no problem. Then as the urethane broke down the lane, I couldn't bounce off the oil right, and it just got frustrating. So I went 246 game 1, and then 226, and then I went to 128. Because I just kept running down.
Frankie winning that doesn't necessarily surprise me because he's a slower ball speed and a lower rev rate than every other PBA professional out there almost. Right. And something like that would be beneficial because the lower rev rate's not going to make it jump off the friction, and the slower ball speed's going to let it actually read while it's in the oil.
Right. See, in me, once I switched to my Buffalo urethane. Once I switched to that, dude, I started coming back slowly. You know, little 208, 205, you know. And then that Buffalo, man, I hope to God we bring that ball back.
You and me both.
That's a great urethane.
I was going to say, you and me both, or you and I both know I'll be on the hunt for anybody that's got a blank.
Right. And I just sold my last one. I had 3 of them.
Who got into my soda?
I know. You're telling me, you're like, oh, I just got rid of the last one. Why did you tell me 2 weeks ago?
Dude, purple up 12 on red square. Oh, no.
Ooh, yeah, that's not a winning combination.
No, that's horrible.
If you're going to throw purple on the red square, you got to get that thing to the ditch. Well, actually, you don't have to get it to the ditch. You have to start it at the
ditch. Did you not
ditch.
read the oil pattern before you went? See how much oil was there? Yeah.
Yeah, you start that thing on like the 2-board and you go dead up the back of it with a little bit of turn just to get it to roll.
Yep.
Because I bowled on the Red Devil and I did something similar to that. I was throwing my purple hammer, but I was throwing it up like 6 or 7. God. And yeah, it was not successful. I did not move far enough left.
I got you. The holy crap was the tie for yesterday for first was 535.
Hey, Swan.
Whew.
What's up, Black Swan? One of my favorites.
What
Thank
5
you for the Heartney Swan?
Yeah, what 5 pieces is she bringing up today?
Right.
Oh, she's a lemon pepper girl. She's probably going to tell you lemon pepper.
She's another one of my great success story. I gotta take a drink. Sorry.
English is hard.
she's one of the great success stories that have also came out of swag. I tried out the Morpheus Dream, and to me, it kept leaving 10 pins, and I got tired of it. So I sat there, and me and her were talking and stuff, and come to find out her PAP and span was really close to mine. So I send her. She got the Morpheus Dream from me, and I can't remember if she bought it or not. She'd have to tell you that. I don't remember. But she ended up getting just the thumb re-drilled with the new pitch, and she drops 300 with it. I'm like, what the? Seriously? But it was really cool. You know, it was awesome. Yeah, another success story from Swag.
Yeah, last night I threw my dragon all night long, and my second game I went 8 in a row, and then
Peanut butter
unfortunately came in far right, so did not convert and destroyed me a little bit, but still finished all right.
Nice. And what do you mean you didn't re-drill it? Because I know my thumb was bigger than yours.
Bunch of tape, baby. Bunch of tape.
No, there's no way she could put that bunch of tape in. I don't have like a thumb slug that I get in my ball. I have a poor thumb. So I have a thumb slug itself that is made of my thumb, and then he pours the insert around my thumb.
Yeah.
And then he takes it and puts it in, and it's perfect.
No, ma'am. Get away from my peanut butter and jelly.
Yes, she did. I agree with you.
No.
So you threw my dream with my thumb hole? Oh, okay.
I was gonna say.
I was like, what? I'm like, then that's just mad skills.
Right.
Right. The
Oh, that's
PAP,
great.
the fan, and everything, that all stayed the same. Me and her, that's what's funny, dude, is I have big old hands, and me and her have the same span. And that's just because of my thumb. Remember we talked about that. So
Yeah.
I can't.
So that's got to
dude, I
shorten your
tried
span. Yeah, it's got to shorten your span a little bit.
just a little bit. So, but yeah, no, it's been an adventure, man. This has been. I can't wait to see what this next year brings.
You'll crush it.
But yeah,
Well, I get to bowl angry this year.
I was to say you're gonna have to come up to St. Louis in 2026 when we do the takeover tournament.
What month?
Oh, hey, I actually have time to plan this thing.
We've got to take a pick for. It's going to be probably first quarter 2026. So and probably late first quarter, so like March or April.
It's going to be April.
Crap, dude. I think I got nationals in March.
No. Look. Well, we got Scotty's wedding in March.
I'd have to check with Geek on that one. But yeah,
Ozarks in April. Yeah.
And Scotty's wedding is in March.
I'll skip a tournament. I'm down.
Okay. Well, Ozarks isn't going to be until the end of April, so we got the first 3 weeks in April. So yeah, I'm probably. I'm try to get it organized for one of the first 3 weeks in April.
Just watch out. That's close to the end of the year city time. Oh, Mike, I'm going to be there for that. I guarantee
I was
you.
say the Tate
Me,
Memorial.
I will be there, Mike.
Yeah.
There will not what happened this last year. I'll be there.
15th, 16th, and 17th
Yep.
of May, Huntsville.
I'll be there as well.
I'll be there.
I will not.
I don't know what tomorrow
I'll
holds.
be there.
That is one tournament that's on my schedule for this next year.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Go away.
Especially,
But yeah, we're gonna-
especially if he's got the Angry Beaver jersey. Oh, bro, I can't wait to see that jersey come out.
I'm being attacked by the dog.
She's been attacking me the entire time.
Plus, I got to come there and kick Mark's
Eat
ass.
peanut butter
Too.
and jelly.
Hey,
Him getting to
I
do
think-
all that he did this last
sir,
time. Oh no,
sir,
it's on.
I think that's called elder abuse.
Hey,
Trophy is depends. Has to be depends.
that's right. I got to bring the pens for him.
The golden depend.
That would be
brings
awesome, man.
everyone brings something different for him. One brings Depends. One brings Centrum Silver.
That would be priceless, dude. Mark would come down in his car and have to get a rental truck.
Shoot, Mark's gonna get there and look in and see all of it and just go nope and turn around and leave.
Get a hover round in the alley so you can actually bowl.
Oh, that'd be great. Get him a motorized scooter.
Dude, I saw somebody in a live this past week, and he was in a motorized like wheelchair, and he was bowling. I commend him. I mean,
Put it in reverse, Mark. Good Lord, Mark, put it in reverse.
and the only reason I really noticed it is because he like literally went all the way around the entire lane in it to get back to where he needed to go.
Oh, we're gonna so pick on Mark if he comes down next year. I'm gonna have fun with that.
Yeah, but Mark knows it's all unjust.
Oh
Mark-
yeah.
It's all in good fun.
Let's make this clear. Mark's the one that started on. Well, kind of started. I mean, Bowling Nerd.
Well, I mean, when he made his 50
started-
announcement, yes.
Yeah, Bowling Nerd kind of started during his commentating, but Mark has been running with it. And let's make this clear: he's older, so he's not really running anymore. He's
Power walking.
yeah.
You're right behind him.
Bro,
Yes. Give
I
him
can
Werther's
still do. I
originals.
can still do a 50-yard dash.
Get
Slightly.
him a big old bag of Werther's originals.
Maybe those cherry candies.
Yes, the cinnamon cinnamon hard candies.
Slight limp.
Oh, there's also this old candy. Oh my god. It's there's a lady at my office that has it. It was my grandfather's candy. It was always a jar on his counter.
Was it just the
And so every
strawberry
time I walk
ones?
by, she's like, "You're the only one that eats them."
Yeah, the
And I'm like,
strawberry
that's because
wraps.
I'm so
yes.
old.
Yeah, the strawberry little ones. Oh, bro.
Well, those ones too. Yeah. Strawberry bonbons.
Yep, that's what they were. Strawberry bonbons.
That's right. They had the little green and red wrapper on them.
Yep.
Weren't they? What ones?
Green
No,
little
that
top.
was-
Oh, and then you got to get him a big old bag of those dissolvable square mints.
Hey, beautiful, come here. Come here.
Because you know, Grandma and Grandpa always had a big old bowl of them dissolvable mints.
Yeah, go.
I wonder if he's eaten ginger snaps yet. Ginger snaps is like an older cookie for some reason. I don't know why, but a lot of older people love ginger snaps.
I haven't had those in decades.
I do. My grandma always had ginger snaps in the cookie jar.
Well, weren't those the same cookies that were inside that stupid sewing bin? You know, the one where you ate all
the
the cookies
canister.
in the sewing bin?
Yeah, the
Oh.
tins
Yes.
that became the
circle
sewing
tins.
canisters.
Yeah,
The
That's
ones
what
you
I
got
mean,
all
yeah.
excited about, and then you
About this
opened it, and
tall?
it's nothing but sewing equipment.
Right. You shake
You're
it,
like
and you're like,
jackpot.
cookies! Damn!
Loose change, sewing stuff.
Right,
But
but
there was like
never knew what the hell was in them.
Yeah, it was like a catch-all tin, but they never threw them away because they were perfect for stuff.
Right?
Well, dude, that's the exact same thing about going into the fridge and grabbing a freaking
To
butter
go containers.
container, not knowing whether it's butter or chili.
Yeah, bro. And I'm not. I know I'm going to probably put myself into that category, but when you get takeout order food and you actually get a good container, and you're like, oh, jackpot.
Lunchbox. We talked about this the other night. Lunchbox.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was to say, and then the other old person staple food, you got to give them a box of Malta-Meal.
Oh,
Oh no, we got to get him Tang, bro.
Tang. Yeah, dude.
Malta-
He'll be like,
Malta-Meal.
man, I had that as a kid.
Get them a bottle of milk and
Thermos.
magnesia.
Oh, bro, I loved my thermos. I actually still have a thermos.
Oh yeah. God, they took him to work every day, thermos full of coffee.
Yeah, dude. I went to school with thermoses. I mean, you remember lunch boxes back when we were kids? When
Yeah,
they were actually
weapons.
metal?
They were weapons.
My
They were
Lanta.
metal. You had like the design on the front of it was either like
Mhm.
He-Man or Scooby Doo or whatever, and they actually had like a
18.
thermos inside of it. My lads.
Calgon, take him away.
Oh,
Remember
my
that commercial too?
Lanta.
We'll get him Alka-Seltzer. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Fizz, fizz. You scratched my CD.
So live over there, Cobra.
Would he be considered Mr. Ow?
Sorry, anybody that says my Lanta, I think of the Ringer. Oh, my Lanta.
No,
Yeah.
that's DJ from Full House. Get it right.
What'd she say?
She said, "Oh, my Lanta was DJ from Full House." I said, "No, I remember it from the Ringer when
Oh,
when the dude's in the lunchroom and he's really vibing on the lunch the kitchen lady with the hairnet. He's like, "Oh, my Lanta."
Yeah.
yep.
Cut it out. Bro, did you know he did he date Alanis Morissette?
Yes, he
Yes.
did. And she wrote that whole song all about him.
Yeah. There was a couple songs that were actually written about him. It was Alanis Morissette. There was somebody else that did a song about him too. I don't know. I can't remember who that other person was though. But yeah, I heard that. I was like, that's crazy. Bro, I quoted that last night and people looked at me like I was stupid. They're like, "Oh my God, Ace of Base. Please tell me you're not listening to Ace of Base on your headphones right now while I was bowling." I'm like, "No." And I was like, even if I was, I wouldn't tell you.
Hey,
Why not? It's a good
I
song.
gotta go take care of a 15-year-old in his permit in the morning. I gotta go get some sleep. Lord help me.
Gotcha. Own that shit. All right, you got
Yes.
anything after me there, Mr. Steve?
Listen to Madonna touch for the first time.
No, I think we're pretty much at that natural spot.
I'm just
Because,
hungry, man. That's all. I don't want to sit
Oh,
here
no,
and eat.
don't worry about it because I still got to go do grown up stuff like work tomorrow. So
Yeah, me too. I got to be there at 6.
I don't have to be there that
tomorrow
early.
morning. I'll be up. I gotta get up.
All
and
right.
stretch.
Well,
I've had a lot of back surgeries, so
we appreciate you coming in. It was great having you on the swag house, but we got to dive into a little bit more of the U side, not the swag side tonight. So that was awesome.
right. And thank you so much for having me on, man. I really appreciate it. It's always 2 hours, dude. Already, just flew on by.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, give a shout out to
when we had
Hallmark.
Southpaw. When we had Southpaw and we were at 2:45, and if we didn't be like, okay, we have to stop, we could have kept going.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Well,
Thank you, everybody. It was fun
Pickles
today.
got his pickles problems taken care of for the last,
Yep.
at least for the next month.
Yeah. So sorry for the delay this
No
evening.
pickle problems tomorrow. Stop letting them lie to you.
Bro, there's pickle problems every day.
All right, guys. Thank you for
Mama,
everything,
you're
man. I
bedtime.
appreciate you guys. Cobra, thank you,
All right,
brother. I
boys.
appreciate you
You're
too.
big time.
Absolutely.
I'll hit you up.
All right, dude, man. Send me your number. I got you.
All right.
All right. Well, there is no last time. So until the next time,
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
we're out of here.
See you guys later.
Throw that rock.
Or kick rocks.
Yep. Facts.